Hey, welcome back to 25 Days to Slay in May. If you are struggling with self-destructive behavior or self-sabotage and you're looking to up-level in the month of May, stay tuned because this video is for you. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to heal shame and isolation to prevent self-sabotage. Hi, I'm Angela, trauma healer and self-sabotage slayer. I help soul-led coaches, healers, and trauma coaches slay self-sabotage so they can feel worthy and deserving of success, happiness, and everything that they desire so that they can go and achieve it. Today, we're going to talk about healing shame and isolation to prevent self-sabotage. This topic is near and dear to my heart because one, my core wound is actually shame. If you don't know what that is, send me a message and we can talk about that. My core wound is actually shame, and that means that I have dealt with it probably a little bit more than other people. Now, I'm not saying that my experience is more dramatic or traumatic than everybody else's. I'm not saying that at all. Everybody has a core wound and everybody's is different. And so depending on what your core wound is, you might have to deal with that specific core wound a little bit more than other people. And that's okay. You're here to transmute it. That's the whole point. But mine has been shame, and I've had to deal with it on a very, very deep level. And in learning about shame and in learning how to heal shame, both in myself and in my clients, there are a few things that I have absolutely learned about shame that you must know, because shame is a huge culprit to self-sabotage. The reason why shame is such a big trigger to sabotage is because when you feel shame, it creates silence. It breeds silence. And in that silence, it causes you to overthink, think that there's something wrong with you, believe that you're wrong, feel embarrassed, feel guilt, and a plethora of emotions that just really go along with shame, right? And it feels so gross in our bodies, like it just totally takes over. Well, what that does is that silence then breeds isolation, because we believe that because there is something innately wrong with us, right? That's what shame tells us. Now that we believe that there's something innately wrong with us, we can't be around other people. We can't be connected to them. We can't be loved by them. We can't love them because there's something innately wrong with me as a human being. And so because we believe that, we cannot build connections. We cannot build relationships. And then if we're in isolation because of this silence, it makes it so much easier to not be held accountable for actions and our behaviors and whether or not we sabotage ourselves, and then we spiral into this shame storm, right? That's what I call it. I call it a shame storm. So then not only are you not up-leveling, not only are you not serving your clients at the capacity that you desire to, now you've created this disconnection, not only from yourself, but also from other people, so that you can allow these emotions to be free so that you're no longer sabotaging yourself. Shame breeds this silence because shame is ultimately telling us that there's something wrong with us innately, right? But not only is it telling us that, it's telling us that we're the only ones that are going through this. We're the only ones that are innately bad, right? There's no way that anybody else in this entire world can feel what we're feeling and be a bad person the way that we're a bad person. So because of that thought pattern that runs through with shame, that's what creates the silence, because we don't want other people to know that we're innately bad. And then again, that silence then breeds this isolation because there's a huge disconnection there. There's a huge disconnection from ourselves and from our people and the people around us. The most important thing that you can do is heal your shame. And healing shame is quite the process, and it is also a delayering process and a process, right? It's a never-ending journey, healing shame. This is something that I do with my clients. We legitimately go in and do timeline therapy around shame. And the results that my clients see are absolutely amazing, because then they feel like they can share their stories, that there is nothing wrong with them, that they're not innately bad, that in fact they're really a good person. So you want to heal your shame so that it allows you to disconnect from the idea that you're the only one and that there's something innately wrong with you, so that you can build connections and relationships, so that you can then thrive in a community and connections that you're ultimately looking for, right? When we sabotage, when we have limiting beliefs, it's all about meeting a need. And what you really learn, especially once you really create safety in your life, a lot of the needs that you are attempting to meet have to do with connection and love. And it is because we still carry this shame wound from what's been put onto us as children, because we think that we don't have to really look at those things anymore, right? You've healed your trauma, you've done the work, whatever. But the thing is that if you suffer in silence, if you tend to not tell people about what it is that you're going through, if you struggle making friends, if you have a very small friend group, like, admittedly I do, it is connected to shame. And you have to very much work on building connections and understanding that you are not the only one that is going through what it is that you're going through, or has been through what you've been through. You're also not a bad person at all. And I'm sorry that you grew up thinking like that. I'm sorry that that was put on you. You didn't deserve that. But I want you to know that you are not a bad person at all. But you do want to go in and heal this shame, because it will help you, it will prevent sabotage. It will prevent sabotage because when you heal shame, you create a community, you create loving connections and relationships, and whether they know it or not, they hold you accountable for your actions and your behaviors. And then this allows you to prevent self-sabotage, because you know you have people in your corner that are behind you. And this is how you heal shame and isolation, so that you can prevent self-sabotage. If you're struggling with shame and isolation, you are probably also struggling with doubt. So make sure that you check out the masterclass down below. The description is there. It is next week. So make sure you get in on that so that you can grab the journal prompts that will come out the Monday prior. So make sure you do that. And also, since I have you here, make sure that you like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.